Hello. Hi, everyone. Hope I'm doing good today. I'm doing pretty good today. Can't complain.
Keyboard.
What's up, Lion? How you doing, man? Also, let me know if the music's too low today. I feel like it might be a little too low. Let me know if I need to bring it up a smidge. We're building a Pangea Mini today. I hope everyone's refreshed from a Saturday, you know. I was hoping that you would build this board. Yes, we are taking a look at it today. Should be a very fun stream. But yeah, it's a Sunday. I'll catch you guys up on a few things. Can't really hear music. I'll turn it up a smidge.
Hope you're having a great day.
I'm gonna catch you guys up on a few things. Not really a whole heck ton that I did yesterday. Oh, what's going on here? Okay, I think that might be better. Maybe let me know if it's too loud now. Sort of those boring ads. Thank you, Dole. Thank you, Seabass.
Let's get rid
Thank
of
you,
those
Lion.
boring
Really
ads.
appreciate you guys.
Smile.
But so today, I think today I'm going to be pulling the trigger on getting cabinetry for the workspace and replacing all the damaged and really old IKEA stuff. Long story short, we went through a bunch of different routes to figure out what we were going to do, and it looks like our end solution is just going to be picking up some IKEA PAX solutions. We don't want to do anything built in because A, that means we have to screw shit into the wall and just change up this place, which we don't really want to do.
Damn, dude.
Man, you, thank you so much for 5 tier 1s, man. And then B, we just feel like if we get sick of it, we can move it. So, I think that's what we're going to do. What I might do is I'm probably going to order everything in beige because I think like that gray beige that they have seems like the best color to fit what I want to do. And the only thing I may do is I may paint the walls of this room first. It's like a lime wash type thing because I think that's kind of cool and adds some texture. And then kind of make it a less sterile white room and kind of... Is it lime wash? Is that what I'm thinking of? Is that the wrong terminology I'm using? It kind of makes it have some texture on the wall. And then... yeah, kind of gives the room a little bit more color opposed to having it just be completely white. Or I might even just do one wall where it's a bit of like an off kind of lime wash type thing. Yeah, it is a lime wash? Okay. Phew. I was like, man, I've been researching and everything. All moved into my new house? When are you visiting? Dandy. Hey, man. It's a fun adventure, Dandy. I'm proud. Well, no, it is for clothing, but I'm going to kind of hotwire it all, so to speak, or hack it all to make it better for storing keyboard parts. Not keyboards. Keyboards go into these cabinets on the side. But it'll be for parts and tools and stuff. Nothing heavy. Is Bull here? Can you recommend me a color combo to order? We'll take a look at that later, too. I think we might build it first, then look at the color combos. BRS, thank you so much. And Elquan, thank you for the raid, dude.
Good morning, Alex.
Where did the
Happy
boxes
14
go?
months.
Okay.
Your streams are always the highlight of my
Actually,
days.
I did more
Hope
this
you're
morning.
having a great
the reason
holiday
I moved the
season
boxes
so far.
was to take a photo of this area with nothing in it, because we might also get some, not custom cabinets made, but I might do something here to help me store stuff. I don't know. I just need to take a photo of nothing in it just to show someone. That's why I had to move it all. That's literally it. And I didn't have time to move it back. So yeah, I think I'll do that. I think that's going to be a cheap project. Cheap as in not as expensive as some of the other stuff. I ended up emailing another person to get quotes on custom cabinetry done. And they responded this morning and they quoted me $11,000. So I said, I don't think that's the route I want to go. I said, I think $1,500 for the IKEA furniture is exactly where my budget's at. Freedom dollars, but it doesn't matter. Or not freedom dollars, Canadian dollars, but it doesn't really matter. Still a lot of money. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. But it is what it is, I guess.
Hello, Mr.
Thank you,
Toast.
Koya.
Have a
I
great
appreciate
day.
it. Thank you so much for a tier 1 for 9 freaking months, bro. So, nice. You got a charging brick? You got a nice charging brick? What do you mean? For charging my stuff? So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty big run of cabinets that I want to do, but I ultimately, like, I don't have the budget to do that. So I think going the IKEA route's probably better. Plus, you know what? I think the ideology that in case we end up hating things or moving things in the future, I think that'll allow us enough leeway to not have to sit there and be like, oh, well, we already did these, like, built-ins that sit here. So at least we can tear them down or move them somewhere. So I'm just going to do IKEA packs, and then I'm going to do a whole bunch of, I'm not going to do the 100 millimeter ones, because I've heard bad things about the 100 millimeters. I'm going to do a bunch of 50 millimeter, or not 50 millimeter, centimeter wide cabinets, and just do a bunch of those. But I priced it all out, and I think it came out to, without the doors, it came out to 1,500 Canadian, and with the doors it was like 1,700 for the cheap doors. And then I may paint everything, like sand it all down and paint it. Method ones? Which one's the method ones again, Dream? The one you linked me? Yeah, the ones you linked me didn't really work to what I need it for. I probably have to do the pack system because it kind of works better with the drawers that they have. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've been doing all morning, was just kind of looking up the stuff I'm going to do. And then I did a bunch of packing for orders. Probably gonna start shipping out giveaway stuff now that I think Canada Post is being forced back. But giveaway stuff probably gonna go out as soon as I get word from my rep that we can start shipping stuff with Canada Post again. Pack stores can only hold 10 kilos. I'm not worried. There's nothing here that I can possibly load it up on my parts shelf with its 10 kilos. Even putting a whole bunch of keycaps is not going to be anywhere close to that. I did a whole bunch of measuring and just weighing of stuff this morning, and there's literally nothing. So, I have not been looking at camera gear recently. No camera gear, I promise. The only camera thing I've been looking at was replacing the leatherette or the wrap on my Leica camera, but that's not even that crazy. Sir Pangea, thank you so much for 5 tier 1s. Thank you. So excited for today's stream. Already set on either getting this or the Fukuro. Ooh, Fukuros are nice too. It's very, very nice.
Hello, Mr. Steamer.
What's your deciding factor?
Hope you and chat are having a good day today.
Coop, thank you so much for the Prime for a whole year of being here, man. Hello, Mr. Streamer. Hope you and chat are having a good day. I don't know why it's not reading stuff today, but is there a reason? Is there a reason nothing's being read? Let me replay that. So nice.
Hello, Mr. Steamer.
Hold on, the alert box isn't
Hope you
playing.
and chat are having a good day today.
What if I just... Wait, are you guys able to hear it? I heard it? Oh. Why am I not being able to hear it? Just getting rid of this message?
Just getting rid of this message.
Why can't I hear it? Hold on one second. Wait a second, guys. Let me see if I can change something really quick. It's probably not playing back to me as well. Advanced audio properties. Let's just do monitor off and monitor end output. I'm just going to replay Coops again. There we go. Okay, now I can hear it.
Hello, Mr. Steamer. Hope you and chat are having a good day today.
Guys, it's just me. The Twitch UI now has streamer info. Oh, yeah. I know, we already know. It's a weird change. Sickvic, thank you so much for gifting a tier 1. So nice.
Sick underscore Vic underscore gifted a tier 1 sub to Frau.
Damn. Do you guys want to know what we're giving away as well today? Do you guys want to know? Okay, we'll just do yes. We are going to be giving away this bad boy. This bad boy. Hold on. It is a redemption. So these are redemptions. I have 2 of these. I'm going to give away this one here. Probably the other one is going to be on another day. So this is what we're going to be giving away today. I hope this is good enough for a giveaway. It's very, very cool. It's a nice coating. So that, if we hit 50, will be our giveaway unit for the day. So, I hope everyone else has been having a good day. I got a little bit more into PoE yesterday, so I took a little bit of a day off. I'm not going to go into detail about some personal stuff that's been going on, but me and my girlfriend have been a little overwhelmed just with a lot of personal things. And yesterday I decided for myself at least that we just needed a day off. So I took most of the day to do a smidge of house chores, somewhat a little bit of work, and then for the majority of the day I just sat and played PoE.
Clownfish_
Thank you,
gifted a tier 1 sub to
Clownfish.
Bowls the Goat. They have given
Bowls the Goat.
142 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you, man. So basically yesterday we played some games. I played games. I played some PoE. I finally got over the hump I was having in the beginning of the game. Oh my goodness. Playing a barbarian or warrior or whatever it is at the beginning of the game is a nightmare. Playing melee for the first act is so stupid. I hope they end up fixing the leveling experience of melee. Now that I've gotten some skills and some decent gear, the game, and actually the skills are, I think, the big thing. The game is becoming a little bit more open for me. Like, it's starting to make more sense, which is good. So after I'm done doing stream today, I'm going to do a whole bunch of other stuff, and I am going to go play some PoE 2. Is it that much worse than PoE 1? PoE 1 melee was not bad, in my opinion. Is League popular in Canada? Yeah, I'd say so. End of Act 1 boss in melee was an experience. Okay, believe it or not, Act 1 end boss, I had no problems with. Every other boss, I've been having problems with. You know what, the Act 1 boss, for me, it was just tumble, auto attack, tumble, auto attack, tumble, auto attack. And then when all the minions were flooding you, and I guess when the wolf kind of goes into this like form, all I really did there was throw down Earthquake, tumble, auto attack, Earthquake, tumble, auto attack. It was basically Dark Souls, yes. That boss there felt literally like Dark Souls. But it was not hard. I actually didn't mind that boss at all. It was not bad at all. Someone went through the same... I'm planning on, and I'm so excited to get mine now. Oh, really? They did the same thing as you, or you bought it from them? Sorry, I'm a little
Cool
confused.
Ranch Doritos.
Huh? What about Cool Ranch Doritos? I actually don't like Doritos. All right, we're going to be taking a look. By the way, I hope everyone had a good Saturday. What weight is inside of the redemption? Oh, I don't remember off the top of my head. I'll open it up later, but I think it's just the standard black stainless steel, or I guess brass one. We're going to be taking a look. Actually, wait, before we even look at the keyboard, sorry, Bull. I love you, Bull, but I can't look at it quite yet. I need to know how everyone's Saturday was. I hope everyone had a good one. Sounds like chat started their own tier list. I'm not a big fan of Doritos, that's all.
Clownfish_ gifted a tier 1 sub to Cool Ranch Doritos. They have given 143 gift subs in the channel.
Isn't today Monday? Maybe for you, but for me it's still Sunday, 1:11 p.m. I went to the mall yesterday and it was a clown show at the tax holiday. Oh, dude, I ain't going out. Dude, I ain't doing that. You're brave for doing that, BRS. Saturday is my fam day. I go have lunch and spend time with them until the night falls. That is super awesome. Today we study. That is super cute that you guys dedicate Saturday to that. Love that, dude. 2 a.m. here, but I'm here for the stream and giveaway. I hope you don't stay up too late tonight, man. Hope it doesn't hurt you in that way. What's up, Watered? How you doing,
been
man?
Sick the whole weekend.
Oh, shit. I hope it dissipates at least by tomorrow for you, Watered. Honestly, man. Late July better than Doritos? What's late July? I'm confused. Is that like a type of snack? Or do you literally mean late July? It's a type of chips? I've never heard about that. Are tortilla chips? Oh, really? It's a brand. Oh. I like the name of that. It's a cool. Late July is a cool brand name. They're good chips, not gonna lie. I've never heard of them here. Mango sweet chips and are so good. Can you guys link me to what the hell this is? I have 2 more exams left. Elquan, you got this, dude. It's actually mid-December. Actually, it's a mid-December. Naming is like the January keyboard. Yeah, dude, I've never... What a brand name, though. Late July. It's kind of cool, though. It's very, it's very hip. I vibe with it. I do. But that's good. I'm glad everyone seemingly had a good weekend. For the few people that I saw say they were not feeling well. Dude, get better, man. Drink your water. Feel better. Rest. I may show up hungover tomorrow, but that would be really funny. Oh my gosh. Do you need to postpone that? What board is your favorite right now? Still the Event Horizon? I would say my favorite board that I find using the most on my desk at the moment would probably be the Encore, followed up by the Sonnet. I still really enjoy my Sonnet. I would then say the Ori. And then what else do I find myself using a lot? The Derivative have seen a lot of use recently as well. My Quantum 60 has also seen a lot of use. And then I think the other board I'm starting to really enjoy using too is the not the Cloud9, the Orbit. The Orbit I've been putting on my desk a lot recently. And who knows, maybe the Pangea Mini. Yeah. The space themed keyboard from a year back. Forgot its name. Do you mean the what's it called? Event Horizon? I love that board. I just haven't put keycaps back on it. Like it's a nice board. I just have not done it yet. And it's so funny you forget the names of your boards. Yeah, you know what it is? I see so many things and then I know the creators' names. So sometimes I'll be like the Bowl keyboard. Like, you know what I mean? Like I won't remember what Bowl named his keyboard. I'll just say the thing Bowl made. and that's just how I know what board I'm talking about. I'm like, yeah, Bowl's thing, Bowl's project. That board's cool. Or like Matthew's board, you know? Creating the names of his boards is proof that we need the names on top of them, even though he hates it. Yeah, no, I would still not do that. Listen, at the end of the day, like, you're gonna know which one's which. Any Manta updates, I believe if Bull wants to share any more than I know, but we've ordered, well, Bull's ordered the prototype units, and we're just waiting on those. All right, let's talk about the Pangea Mini. So, Pangea Mini. This board here will be sold at, let's go through some vendor list first. It's going to be sold at Bull Keyboards for US, Delta Keyco, which is a pretty good EU vendor, Prototypist, Swag Keys for KR, TH will be Agleton, and then Keeps and Cables for Australia, CN will be Next, I've never heard of Next, Pantheon will be for Singapore, I believe, and then Latam will be Latam Keys, and then CA will be, so Canada will be Mino Keys. So pretty good list of vendors. Fulfillment will be 6 to 7 months. It ends January 7th for the group buy, and it starts tomorrow. I don't know what time exactly it starts tomorrow, but sometime tomorrow. I don't have a time frame here. Pricing will start at $275, maxing out at $350, so pretty damn well priced. Is it open now? Damn. Bull gave me wrong information. It says the 16th. Bull opened already. Oh. Damn. Bull gave me this thing literally last night, and it says the 16th. That's crazy, Bull. I'm joking. And then it'll come with a top case, bottom case, through weight, top frame, plate choice, solderable or hot swap PCB, unified daughter board with a JST to JST cable, carrying case, 16 gaskets, some molded feet, and then all the other parts you need. We'll take a look at all the assemblies and what costs what. I think we'll do that afterwards because I feel like that usually is something we kind of will look at after we've judged the board. But again, it starts at $275, maxes out at $350. It's going to have let's look at some of the specs here of the case, which is going to be a type and degree of 8.5, so a little bit steeper than maybe some people are normally used to, because I think 6.5 to 7.5 is usually like what people are normally used to. Front height is going to be 17.5 with the EKH going to be 22.7. The weight is going to be 700 grams to 1600 grams, and it's going to be gasket mounted. With that being said, let's look at the keyboard. Actually zoom out a bit too so we can see me opening the damn thing. All right, what did Bull give us? Hey Alex, how am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. I feel relaxed, but also I feel very, very exhausted. Oh, this is a neat color. So wait, I need to go figure out which color is which now. So this is the acrylic top. Ooh, this is such like a crazy red patina. Wow. That is crazy. Pepperoni patina? Excuse me? Oh, wow. Holy. That is crazy. I don't think I've ever seen a patina like this. Pizza patina? If you guys think this looks like pizza, I don't know what kind of pizza you guys are eating. It looks like pepperoni? What kind of pepperoni you guys eating? We take credit for harassing Bull into red? Is that, dude, you can actually even tell right from even just laying the board down. Does that have feet on? It does have feet on right now. It has such a low front height. That is crazy. Let's take a look at the side profile here. So this shouldn't differ too much from the Pangea full size, but you can even see that beautiful, beautiful side profile. Thank you, Clownfish, for the tier 1. So nice. Look at this thing.
Clownfish_og gifted a tier 1 sub to Pangea 61. They
just
have
has
given
such fun little curves over here.
Subs in the channel.
Beautiful. The weight looks really good on this. Yeah, the way this catches light just really makes the whole thing look very premium, which is awesome. Recessed USB-C port, which is not something I truly have to point out as often these days. Oh, is that a little scuff on the back here? I'll wipe it down afterwards. But very, very pretty. I'm a big fan of these acrylic top pieces. Even the taper here, the little bit of an angle that the case sits on makes it look just very well thought out. I don't know if you guys can catch that. Very pretty. Very, very, very pretty. Gorgeous looking keyboard. Wow. Internals, we are going to have the daughter board sit over here with the little bit of a JST cable lane. Through weight. Very, very cool. And then we have some angled screws. So it's going to be a hidden screw design, but angled. This will help not only lower the front height a little bit and kind of keep the case from being too tall, but it's also a lot easier to install if you go with the hidden screw design route, which is fun too. Let's take a little bit of a closer peek at some of this patina over here. The red's bold, man. I have to admit, like that is a crazy bold color. I think. So nice. Interesting.
Laneston gifted a tier 1 sub to GMK_Greg. They have given 13 gift subs in the channel.
To GMK Greg, huh? I think this is going to be one of those boards. If you end up getting the more fun colored weights, I think going with a more subdued keycap set is the move. I wonder what we'll put on this today. This is super pretty. By the way, guys, this is a sponsored stream. Bull sent this over and is sponsoring the stream for the day. So I'm not going to stop me from being 100% honest, but I just wanted to clear the air there and make sure you guys know what's up. But typically, really like Bull's products. Bull is a good designer. Oh, you can even see a little bit of that top frame through the acrylic, which actually gives the side profile a little bit more pizzazz, huh? Look at that. That is super, super cool looking. I don't have Hamon. Hamon would be a nice set for this. We have a whole bunch of red things though, so we can do a whole bunch of red sets. Even there. That is pretty. That is super, super pretty. Yeah, I think if you guys end up picking up one of these things, we'll go through the colors like I said afterwards. I think going with the acrylic top might be a really fun choice no matter what you go with. Simply because A, you'll be able to see the accent piece you put on top, because this does have an accent piece that kind of frames the inner side of the keyboard here. It gives the side profile a little bit something else to look at. Now, when it comes down to design as well, I think I may have mentioned this with the Pangea. It's weird. Typically, I'm one of those people who don't like frames. And what I mean by that is I don't like a border. If I were to get a desk pad, for example, I'd prefer there to be no stitching or the stitching of the desk pad to have the same color as the inside. Like it just extend off. So typically when it comes to design, I am not one that kind of likes to frame objects within other objects. Lately though, in my own personal art and just what I've been doing, I've been appreciating it a lot more. So I think even in this case here, kind of how it has the acrylic then framed off with the inside, I can appreciate this, and I can see with the right keycap set, this is going to be a very, very cool keyboard. However, I think a lot of people, just speaking objectively, obviously, or not objectively, speaking based on my own preferences, they may not like to have like a framed off internal, which is totally fine too. But I think going with maybe a more neutral color, not something as bold, would be really, really fun for you then. Because I think this is actually really cool with the acrylic top. Could you go through the configurator to show other colors off? Yeah, if you guys want me to do that now, I was going to do it after we built everything. Do you guys want me to do the configurator stuff now? I just didn't want to spend too much time in the configurator. Do it now? Okay. If you guys want that to be the order of operations, I'll listen to you guys. Let me go pull it up. Build first? It's okay. We'll do the config first. Seems like everyone wants to do the config. Let me go pull it up really quick. All right, let me share my screen. Main question I have for you is what do you think the best config would look for GMK Evil Dolch? Well, let's take a look. I feel like I won't be able to go through everyone's configs, unfortunately. But if we take a look now, actually, let me move this up a little bit like this. There we go. Okay, so we can look at top, down, side, and bottom. So for the top cases, we have black anodized baby blue, pretty, lilac, the Midas coating, frosted acrylic, which my personal favorite right now, light pink acrylic, and smoky acrylic. Smoky acrylic is really fun too. And then we also can pick a top frame, which would be silver, burgundy. This might be a fun Evil Dolch type combination. Cream, a gloss silver PVD. Believe it or not, all these PVD choices are not my choice at all. I would probably not go PVD. For my personal preference, I think I'm growing sick of a lot of PVD elements, but other people like them. The red patinaed brass, the black patinaed brass, or the sandblasted copper. So I think a really cool combination, if you guys were to go with something, might be frosted acrylic with the copper, or, I know I just said I didn't really care for it, the silver would be very neutral as well. Or silver anodized. This is probably going to be the safest combo. And then again, you can just pick other things for the bottom as well. Kind of matches the top frame there. Even the cream coating would be really, really pretty to go with something as a little bit more of a neutral color as well. What would you get? If I didn't have this in front of me right now, the red and this one here, I think my first choice, you know what? I think if I were to pick something for this, I would want to go really stealthy. I might go smoky acrylic and then a black patinaed brass. And then let's see the side. I think I would also just pick a black anode for this too. And make that my whole board. Because I think this would be, oh, and then I guess a bottom weight, which I forgot to show you guys as well. I don't think I'd go with one of the machined ones. I think I would still go with just a black finish for this too. Oh, you can get a frosted weight too, which is kind of fun. Yeah, I would want to go with something completely blacked out myself for this. I think this would look really cool with all the different kind of tones and textures, so to speak. So the most boring config possible? Bruh, why do I answer these questions if I'm just going to get roasted? What the hell, dude? It's okay. You know what? Fine, whatever. The most plain possible, of course. It's not plain. I picked smoky acrylic and black patinaed brass. What do you mean? Fine. You know what? Stealth black hits so hard. Yeah, I've been really into like sleeper builds lately. I just love the whole like blacked out, super stealthy. Lately, usually I don't like them, but lately it's been hitting again. I don't know. I mean, you go back and forth, right? Maybe I'd even pick something like the machined stainless steel. That could be a fun accent as well.
Don't listen to them, Alex. You can enjoy your plain keyboards just like your plain chips.
Okay there, guys. Okay. And you guys can go through all the options here if you guys want to. And then all the pricing options as well, which I don't feel like going through because there is a ton. But obviously going with a hot swap unit, it's going to be about $5 more. And then depending on what you guys get, it can go up to $350. But just know it starts at $275. All right. Let's take a look at the actual internals now. Let's stop sharing and zoom back out. Who knows? Maybe it's such a pretty board, and then we look at the PCB and we're like, "Bull, what the heck are you thinking?" The acrylic weight really shines this too, makes the board sound. Oh yeah, I mean, I wouldn't know how the acrylic weight would sound, but based off my experience with something like the Sonnet, which I found that my favorite combination of the Sonnet, believe it or not, was the polycarbonate bottom with an aluminum weight. I did not actually like the brass weight. Like I have a brass one right now, or the brass bottom for this, but I actually really like the combination of polycarbonate and aluminum. So maybe the fact that it'll be aluminum in an acrylic window could also sound really nice too. The irony of Alex not getting the non-plane board to Proto for us, it's a challenge. That means I can challenge myself to go out of my comfort zone with how this looks. Isn't brass just gold looking? Brass is brassy. I mean, it's
exited for the Alex
different color.
Pangea mini build.
Dude, I am too. Thank you so much, Albert. Solder, PC plate, aluminum plate. Is this a half plate? What is this? This didn't have a label on it. Or is this a different frame? Hey, Bull sent us a different frame. So if I wanted to, we can go with something a little bit more neutral. But I don't think you guys will let me do that. Will you guys let me do that? Yeah, okay, never mind. I'm gonna put this back. It's not happening. There's like 3 people who said yes. So, alright, that's fine. Yeah, 1 keyless as well. Believe it or not, though, I might actually rebuild this eventually to use more and test it with the with WinKey, because I kind of need it for the Mac setup. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, let's take a look at the solder PCB first. Damn, I feel so bad for yanking the stickers off of this. It's packed so nicely. Would you accept bagels for your Sonnet? Depends. Could you check if a Mil-Max socket fits the solder PCB? Sure. Absolutely. Okay, give me a second, because I kind of want to like clean up as I'm doing this, because I feel like there's going to be a lot of paper and trash. Such nicely wrapped stuff, though. Wait, then do the WinKey version, just don't rebuild it? Build it the way you like? It's easier for me to build it with WinKeyless to demo it for you guys than just go back in and solder 2 more keys. That's the easiest way that I've already thought of. Tier list with Bull today? Gosh. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so for a PCB, it is pretty standard fare. Now this one here, or actually here's a question for Bull. Is there an option for a 6.25U spacebar, or is this a PCB dedicated to just 7U because there's going to be a... Oh, there's no 6.25U. Okay, so we don't get 6.25U, which is a little surprising on the solder roll PCB. I know that there's WinKey options and HHKB options. Again, I think it'd be a nice inclusion, if I'm being honest, Bull. Oh gosh, lock 7U. No, we have to be fair because we've criticized this in the past. Plate only has 7U because of the mounting design, so force symmetrical. Okay, so it is a plate choice as well. Okay. I mean, I'll take that. It would have been, I mean, realistically, like speaking out loud and me just being extra critical of Bull. Obviously, it's always nice to see more options on boards like this. But if Bull's telling us right now that this is a deliberate choice made so the mounting style fits and case screw fits, then I'm fine with that. But again, just speaking out loud. And this is what, the aluminum plate? Which one did I pick? Yeah, I think we do aluminum plate today. Now you can't talk about it for 10 minutes. God, dude. This is a really nice plate. Look at this. Look at all these leaf springs. That's fair criticism, I guess. Yeah, the way I look at it, right? Like, just so you guys are in some sort of understanding of how I'm looking at things too. So unless someone tells me, hey, this was a deliberate choice because X and Y didn't fit, my first thing is, okay, maybe something was missed, right? Because the last thing I would want is a designer, and hear me out, just hear me out for a minute here. The last thing I would want is a designer to potentially lose a potential sale or someone who's interested in their board because maybe they forgot to include something. That's it. It's nothing like, oh my God, this board's trash because it doesn't give you lots of options. Maybe in some cases that makes more sense, but you know, the last thing I would want is someone to come back and be like, you know what? Yeah, I would have bought this project if it had X, Y, and Z. This is why I bring up these things. Sometimes people miss them. That's it. It's nothing like, this is not like an objective bad thing about the keyboard. Yeah, there was someone who made fun of me because I mentioned on the TKD or some other board that it would have been nice if we got more bottom row stuff, and because it was like a very, very forced hot swap PCB. Look at this plate. So we have some leaf springs. And then we're going to be having gaskets. So there is stuff under the spacebar, but we're going to get to pick and choose where we put these gaskets. Very, very cool. And typically, just in case you guys want to know too, Clownfish, thank you so much for gifting the sub.
Clownfish_og gifted a tier 1 sub to Fair Critic. They have given 146 gift subs in the channel.
Typically with leaf spring mounts like this, even if they're under the PCB, and we've seen, or the spacebar, and we've seen it on other designs like the Kohaku and a few other boards that do this too. It's a little bit of a smaller point of contact. It's not like the whole tab is pressed up against the plate over here. There's a lot of relief that the spacebar won't feel as stiff. You can even see the relief cut on this end as well, so right in between. So typically you can get away, and I spoke about this in the past, with putting stuff under the spacebar because it shouldn't feel as stiff and shouldn't remove the sound to be, or make the sound so flat. But we'll see. So nice. Who knows? Maybe we have to move those in the long run.
Gifted a tier 1 sub to Love Bowl. They have given 146 gift subs in the channel. These are gaskets.
And then we have our daughter board over here. And that's pretty much it.
Laneston gifted a tier 1 sub to 625x_x. They have given 14 gift subs in the channel.
Also, this is the coolest stabilizer art I've ever seen. So these are Swag Key Nightstab V2s, which I think this is my first time trying the V2s. So nice.
Burnsy 140
Thank you, Burn.
Gifted a tier 1 sub to Baddie_Cherie.
Look at this. Look how tough this is, dude. Isn't this tough? You know, I tried buying these a little while ago and they were sold out. Bull sent me the stabilizers today. Last time I tried finding these, I mean, I haven't checked in like 2 weeks. They were sold out last time I checked. So I don't know who has these in stock at the moment. All right, so just so no one's upset with me, I'm going to explain how we're building this because I know this is going to cause some concern. I'm going to build this with a full backspace because I want to hear how the backspace sounds on this particular board. Now, for all the people who are saying I should build this with a split, yes, you could build it with the split. And if it was a personal board I did off stream, then maybe I'd build it with a split backspace, because I typically do like my 60% with splits. However, those are single 1U keycaps. I know how they're going to sound. I'd like to hear how the full backspace sounds on the unit many people will buy. Hopefully, if people buy it. So, yeah, I'm going to take a look at a full backspace, okay? Before anyone gets on my ass about it, dude. Thank you, Ivan. I appreciate the tier 1. Starts writing mean comments. Oh my goodness. At least Bull already built it correctly. Oh my gosh. Didn't realize split backspace was such a contentious thing. It is. Love getting on your ass, Alex? Everyone does. This board will be Crimson Cadet, right? You know I was considering Crimson Cadet for this. But one of the things, and I want to point out a few things I really like about this whole group buy for this board. I believe Bull, and I want to give some credit to Manu as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, Bull. You guys took photos, like real photos of literally every combination, correct? Is that wrong, or am I pretty positive? Yes. I really like that. Hundreds of pictures. I really like the fact that it's not just relying on a whole bunch of renders and maybe 1 or 2 parts that have been made. So I want to tell you guys, I forget the actual number of photos that needed to be taken. Bull told me, because they were proud of the number. But I want to say that's a huge W to show people the actual look of the parts that they're going to buy and not rely on renders that could change towards the end of a group buy period. So that's a pretty commendable thing in my opinion. But good for them. That is, again, very respectable. I'm not exactly sure how they did it. Well, to be honest, I can think of a few different ways, but I think fixed one component and then that was used to align the others. Probably, or they had it on some sort of like insert that sat somewhere, or they've just used Photoshop to auto align things too. So, whole bunch of ways they could have done it, I guess. All right, let's start looting our stabilizers. Where'd I put my loot now? Actually, I want to drink water. I also like the fact the board is priced really well. I think even starting at $275, I understand it's for a frosted weight or a frosted acrylic, or yeah, frosted acrylic weight. But $275 for something this cool with so many options is really cool to start off at. Capping out at $350 is also super awesome too, by the way. So really good price point on this board. Something that won't break the bank. Excuse me, like, oh, it's literally right in front of my face. Jesus. Voice of Reason, thank you so much for your prime. Thank you. Starts at 300 with the stainless steel weight as well. Yeah, which I think is pretty damn fair for something this scale with this many like parts and options. For a mid-price board, depending on how good this sounds, is going to be big. Yeah, I agree. Do you see the hobby moving towards in-stock sales rather than group buys? I generally don't love group buys. So that's a very interesting question, and I'm not gonna beat around the bush when it comes to this question either. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I'm not gonna give you like the fan favorite answer. The true answer to this question is not something that a lot of people are gonna like. It's no, I don't think group buys will ever go
If we
away.
have you build our Pangea minis and buy everything to cover all options, will you build and take pictures of every configuration for us?
Why do you need me to take pictures, girl? God damn, that sounds like a week's worth of work. We'll talk about it. But the answer to the question before is I don't think group buys will ever go away. Maybe, perhaps, for bigger vendors, you might see the shift to we've pre-made units. But I think what you're going to hear a lot of is sometimes with big projects, for example, like this, if everyone decides that they really like the color red, and Bowl has only ordered 10 red, and now he has 700 other units sitting on the shelf because he thought the colors would all sell equally. I understand it's a risk that Bull has to take, but that can also pose a lot of problems for something like a newer vendor or a small one-man team who just doesn't have the capital to keep, producing one certain thing. So I think when it comes down to small batches or things that people just have a lot of options to, it just makes more sense to offer something like you guys pick ahead of time and then we'll do the project. I think for more general releases, you're starting to see more in-stock units. So bigger companies, and just as companies kind of grow, it makes more sense for them to shift to in-stock because it makes more sense for the person buying. But for smaller vendors and smaller designers, it just doesn't make sense. There's also to take a look at things like if someone invests a shit ton of money into 300 boards and only 10 sell, I get that that's the risk that they take, but that also could be bad in the longevity for the 10 people that bought the board. Maybe there's going to be no more support because the company can't afford to run anymore. So there's a lot of different variations of why I don't think group buys will ever go away. However, I do think group buys are becoming less and less of a predominant thing, and you're seeing more things like pre-orders where things have already been funded and production's already started, or you're seeing in stock for a lot of the other stuff in the hobby, like keycaps, for example. There's a lot of pre-orders and stuff that's already being produced, But you are seeing it. I just don't think it's going to be all the time. Certain colors were highly sought after and sold out, and while they have other options just sitting there now, yeah, it's something you got to be careful as like a vendor too. Like you don't know what's going to be sitting there and kind of just collecting dust on a shelf for a long time. Bull said, from a vendor's perspective, in-stock is nice for something that has set options, is going to be for sure popular. Group buy is nice for something like Pangea Mini, where we want to have it be very customizable and everyone can get a config they want. Exactly what I basically just said too. And maybe we can chalk it up to depends on the project. Maybe that can be an interesting way to kind of chalk up this conversation, but there are a lot of different options of why I don't think group buys are just going to disappear overnight. But yeah, I hope that answers your question. Some vendors abuse the group buy models. To challenge that though, Lane, while I do agree people abuse group buy models, it's no different from people abusing selling in-stock items and never shipping. You know what I mean? Those are, at the end of the day, those are just shit tier people. Absolute shit tier people. If there's a way to abuse a system, they'll find a way to abuse it. So I will say I do miss the days where group buys, where they kind of felt way more significant in savings. Sometimes I've seen group buys where there's, the in-stock unit is just the same price. So you kind of feel like you've kind of invested your money into a project, watch it, grow and stuff, only to have no extra benefit from investing early. So I do agree that there should be some better incentives to join a group buy sometimes, whether it's like an extra thing you get or, there's something special you get as like an early investor. MOQ goals when they reach prices would drop. Yeah, I get what you're saying there, Zero, but I've learned that it's a little bit messy from the vendor side of things because issuing things like refunds costs money. So it's not like at the end of the day, it's so complex and just a lot more extra work. I think nowadays what people do is they'll take like a targeted MOQ, like let's just say 500, and they'll just be like, if we hit 500, this is the price, so this is what we'll sell it at, and hopefully we hit 500. So many PCBs have this gray color. Yeah, I would say this is a pretty neutral colored PCB. There's a pre-built Quorn on AliExpress for $60, which is a big deal for us ergo enjoyers. It's pre-built already? Damn, $60 ain't bad. Not bad at all. Because those are a little bit more complex to put together. I think we should bring system like a lot of boards. I think we should bring system like a lot of board games do where you get a few extra novelties. Yeah. Just yeah, I mean, I'm on team. If someone invests in your project early, I truly think they should get something a little extra. I don't know. Whether it's like a $10 discount on the thing, I don't know. You know, just something to make them feel like there's a reason why they gave you your money and trusted you, you know? That whole thing. Might have to get a bit more 20520 here. But you could buy 6 GK64s for the cost of this board. Technically, you can get exactly 20 different Dell keyboards for the price of the Pangea Mini. Therefore, why would I ever buy the Pangea Mini when I can buy 20 different Dell keyboards? Brass can actually be different colors depending on brass quality, finish, along with other things. Yeah. A lot of those definitely vary. Rage is correct. The red patina is so good. Yeah, it's definitely different. I would probably have never picked red myself, so I'm glad Bull sent a color I would have never picked. I think that's cool. Bull should design a Dell keyboard. Here's the real question. How many bags of plain chips can I buy for this board? Well, let's do the math, everybody. So, a bag of chips, a good bag of chips here, on a normal day, not sales, is about 5 Canadian dollars. How much is 300 USD right now converted into CAD? What's 300 to CAD right now? I'm guessing around 360-ish. It's a regular bag. Okay, you guys are just picking numbers now out of a hat. Here I am having to want to have a real conversation about how many... Oh, you know what I mean.
But Alex, I could buy 256,756 peanut butter cups and 123,678 ice cream sandwiches for that price. Why would I ever buy this 60%? It's not even 100% lol.
That is every YouTube comment ever. 427. So now 427 into 5. How much is that? That is going to be... Oh, new followers. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. How much is 427? It's 80. I could buy 85 bags of chips here in Canada. And that's not even including shipping for the board. So we'll just add another... We'll add another 5 or 6 bags of chips to that. So we'll get about 90 bags of chips. Do I really need... that money? Yeah. God damn, dude. Thank you, Gurnal. I appreciate the 5 tier 1s, man. With that much USD, you could take over the government? Oh my gosh. More currency jokes. I want 90 bags of chips. That is a lot of chips, though. $300 for a keyboard without a numpad? Oh my gosh. I come from YouTube. Hi, Bobby. All I'm trying to say, Bobby, is not so much people coming from YouTube. It's just like, there's just been some mean comments on YouTube these days. Would Bowl accept 50 artisan bagels for a Pangea Mini? Why do you guys want to keep trading bagels for keyboards today? It's alright, Alex. The USD is a fake currency because the United States simply doesn't exist. Everyone knows the only countries that exist are in Canada and Mexico. Oh my gosh. Let me get a little bit more 205 here because I feel like I'm going to need some more. So nice.
How many Pangea Minis to fix bent desk?
My desk isn't even bent anymore, man. Bruh. So nice.
Gurney_ gifted a tier 1 sub to Dream Girly. They have given 102 gift subs in the channel.
Alright, so for these particular stabs, I'm only going to use 205. My experience with V1 night stabs is you don't really need to use dielectric grease. Tolerances are pretty damn good, and just the materials of these don't really need to go with something thicker, I guess.
Okay, you are talking too long about your plain salted chips and now building this board. I will now preemptively complain about how much time was not used building this board on YouTube.
I can't even get mad. It's true. I'm spending way too much time chatting We should only focus up on keyboard things here. On a semi-serious note, how can I prevent my PCBs from reseating, from reseating their bindings? It's not every time I can, oh, it's just, resetting, not reseating. It shouldn't reset. Which PCB is this? Is this all PCBs? I actually don't know the answer to this one here. I've only ever had this maybe one time, but it shouldn't reset. Unless something is completely, like, shorting it or something? And it's just resetting from there? But once you set it in VIA, it should just be good to go. So far it happened with my derivative and my Quantum 60. Do you guys have an answer to that? I don't have a good answer to that one there. Yeah, I don't know. All I can attribute to it is witchcraft. Yeah, it could be witchcraft. But I'm actually not sure about the reasoning why it would be resetting on you. And it's just randomly, like, when you plug it in one day? Bull said to, why acrylic instead of polycarbonate? Actually, I should explain this too, because Bull did explain this to me as well. Mostly the machining, acrylic is much less prone to warping from the heat generated during machining, so you get more consistent parts with less failure rate. Also has a more neutral color when undyed and takes to dye better. That is very true. This is why you don't really see too many boards running like a colored polycarbonate, and if they do, it's kind of expensive. If you guys didn't know, in a lot of cases, polycarbonate pieces might actually cost even more than aluminum pieces to machine. If you guys didn't know that. Not every case, but from what I've been told, most cases. And polycarbonate has a pretty high failure rate. So, technically, it's the same type of effect, sort of, for a better price point. Sound-wise, I haven't done enough comparison between the two to tell you if there's a big difference in sound, but yeah, it's a pretty interesting fact about the Bull's reasoning behind acrylic. Because polycarb is expensive. And a lot of the times people will assume the plastic thing, the polycarbonate thing, is less expensive than the metal thing, which isn't actually always true. Burn! Thank you, man. That's very kind. Burn is trolling me and then gifting 5 subs. I love it. Smoked polycarb January 60 looks absolutely nuts, though. Yeah, if you get the smoked or colored polycarbonate right, though, it's really nice. However, and this is something I would love for Bull to try in the future. Hold on, I'm going to show you guys. Maybe we got it. I would love for Bull to try this in the future. I've already spoke to Bull about this once. But getting some, because this is acrylic as well, you can get some really fun effects, like being able to gradient acrylic like this. So I would love to see some of Bull's projects. So nice.
I troll you because I love you, Alex.
Love you too, Burn. I would love to see some of Bull's projects utilize some gradients as well, and make it a little bit more fun too. Not really criticism, but just something that I think would be super, super neat, if at all possible. That's really sick. Would love to see something like that with the red. Yeah, right? It'd be really cool. Oh. You showed this board every stream I was in. I really like that little Alex 40. It's cool. Do you think Adam would give me one of his boards for my birthday? Honestly, probably not. I don't think he would. Can you rig the giveaway so Bull wins? I probably can. It's almost like you're working on a bowl, or a board with Bull that could have the gradient. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if the Manta is the right board to do a gradient like that for. It's already a busy board. Like, I think a gradient color like that would work better on a more simple looking keyboard, simply because you can appreciate the gradient more. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to take away from the design itself by just adding more stuff. Plot twist, the Manta is only available in Gradient now. Alex, you gave me a big idea. Well, then the stream is paid off then, Bull. We can wrap it up. There has been 1 or 2 photos shared. The Neo 60 when it comes out with a possible PC option. If they send it over, sure. I'll actually be looking at that QK100, believe it or not. Believe it or not. Actually, today I gotta do a bunch of cleaning after I'm done stream. Alright, let's get my screwdriver kit. Where did I stick that? I put that... Where did I put my screwdriver kit? One sec while I go find it. I put it away, and now I don't know where I put it. Where are you, screwdriver kit? Where did I put my screwdriver kit? Alexotos QK100. What's the update with the V2s? Oh, I don't remember off the top of my head. I have to go look at all the updates for the V2s. Today's not really a focus on the stabilizers. Honestly, the V1 stabs are fantastic anyways, so not like it's a huge big deal for me, but where did I put my screwdriver? What the hell? Did I put it down somewhere? Sorry, I have it. Why do you have it? Oh, it's right here. Why the fuck did I put it over here for? It's over there. Thanks. Got some real atoms in chat right now. The new QK101. Sorry, did I say 100? My mistake. The QK101. We'll be taking a look at that too. Right, screw in these stabs. Small little pointer when you're doing stabilizers. Don't over tighten them. I recently had to walk someone through fixing a set of stabs online. And it's always tricky to do because I never know what's actually happening. But turns out that they were just cranking down their stabilizers and causing them to twist and turn, which made them sound and feel really weird when they put keycaps on them. So remember, there is no reason to crank them down like that. We already have too many atoms in chat when we just had one atom. True. Clip-in gang, +1 for clip-ins. I guess that is one of the benefits of clip-ins, huh? I've never thought about that until right now. That is truly probably one of the hidden benefits of going with something like a clip-in. There's no way to screw them in too much. Would be good to get Stab's review on the Night V2s as well. Yeah, so the way I'm going to do this, though, if you guys want to know a quick little... When I can, I don't like just reviewing one set of stabs and then calling it a day on one keyboard. When I can, I'm going to try to order at least 3 or 4 more packs of these, probably 4 more, and then try them on 5 different keyboards. And then I can give you guys a more objective viewpoint at this, because if it sounds great and it's the keyboard that also is sounding great, then you know it's hard. Like, it's hard just to base it off one keyboard. So I'd rather give you guys a thought process after I use a whole bunch of them. Dude, the box is crazy for these. It kind of is, man. These Night Stabs have the craziest box artwork for stabilizers. A large sample size king. Yeah, I feel like it'd be a bit of a disservice to be like, yeah guys, best stabs ever after using them one time. I'm more interested in the intro S100 than the QK101. Which one's the intro again? I've heard that one.
Alex, I have a personal question if it's not a problem.
Yeah. What's the personal question? That's... Our AC is really loud. What is the question? Oh, the new Vertex board. Damn. There's a lot of 100s coming out. Didn't we just have the Seal recently too? Damn. I'm here for it though. We need more full size, man. We definitely need more full-size keyboards. Good time for full sizes? Hell yeah. Great time for full-size users in this wonderful little hobby. Alright, let's put this back in here. Full-size Neo? I wonder if they'll do a full-size Neo board. That's the only... Have they done that full-size Neo? No, right? They should do a full-size mode. Trust me. When will you stream the QK 101? I have to double check with the QK people and see when we're gonna do that exactly, because I don't know the exact date. Oh, here, another quick little tidbit of info. See this? See how it's not screwed in all the way? After you're done installing everything, just inspect all your stabilizers. Make sure with screw-ins you've properly seated this into the PCB. For me, the way I'm just going to fix this is just backing out the screw and then re-screwing it in. But just make sure everything's seated, because then your keyboard won't sound good. I swear we have these small little bursts of form factors released. I feel like it was yesterday when everything was TKL. I actually wholeheartedly agree. It's kind of annoying, to be honest. Like, why everyone just decides to go with the same format every single month. Why is there an extra set of stabs on the PCB? Leave me alone. I was wondering what you were asking there. Now I realize this because I'm using the full backspace. Also, what was the serious question that... Who was it? Anna? Anna had a serious question? Alright. Now we're going to use some switches. So these have been lubed with 3204 and a 62, I'm guessing 62 gram XXL spring, or TXXL rather, TXXL. Wait, please try and see if Milmax, you're right, Cope, my bad, I almost forgot. Let me try right now to see if Milmax sockets work for you. Maybe we'll Milmax the spacebar too. Maybe we'll actually do that, just for the sake of having it done. It's always good to have, well, I like Milmaxing my spacebars. I think for the sake of trying different things, I should probably do that more often. Maybe this doesn't go in. Oh, maybe the sockets are a little too tight. Yeah, there's no possible way these are going in. So if you guys did want to Milmax this, no. I am not even going to bother attempting, because that is, I can literally see it's not even close to being the right size. So no Milmax potential with these, unfortunately. Is this a production PCB? I'm assuming it would be. Unless Bull makes gets the designer to make a change here. However, there is a hot swap PCB they make for this. If you did want to go with Milmax sockets though, okay. Bull, never mind. Bull said this is a prototype PCB. I can ask the PCB designer if we can make the holes bigger. Perfect. So good question about these. Seems like they don't fit, and looks like that will be potentially looked into. Thank you, Bull. I don't mind though. Love the Pangea and the seal, but they're over my budget. Oh, the Pangea was very nice. The seal was good too. How much was the seal again? I don't remember off the top of my head. Hello, Mr. Alex. To build a keyboard, do I have to put stabilizers first, then the plate? Yes. Exactly how I do it on stream. So, stabilizers, mod them first, or to the best of your ability, mod them, and then you can do the rest. What's going on with this? There we go. Do I have to grab a plate fork? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Should be okay. And this is wing keyless, so we're gonna ignore those. My seal cannot arrive soon enough. I'm happy the seal got released. Bolt is a superstar. And it. Well, by the way, you said you had a serious question. Did you end up asking me that? Let me double check. For Salvation, Nixies or MX2As? For Salvation, MX2As. What question? Bro, and it's literally gaslighting me right now, dude. And I'm looking at your chat history, okay? I'm clicking your chat history, and it says, cheer 100 cheer Alex. I have a personal question if it's not a problem. And I said, yeah, ask away. Bro, I'm actually getting gaslit so fucking hard right now, dude. I don't talk to Annette for 5 minutes. I'm not talking to him. Gaslighting is not even a word. Okay there, buddy. In your own chat too? That's crazy. Timeout. The plate is seating these switches. I wouldn't say tight, but I can tell these might be a bit tricky to pull out. Now, question for Bowl. Bowl, I don't know how many units you've tested or how many things you've tried so far. What is your recommended configuration for this? What is the designer choice here? What is the special sauce of part combos that you found to be your favorite? Because that's always interesting to see what the person who designed the board ends up liking. You forgot the Windows keys? Nice try. PSA Guy's mode still has Encores for sale. Yeah, I saw. That's crazy too. Production PCBs will have ISO support. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot to check that as well. That's a good call. None of the weights match my config. What are you going for, Banana? Question. I want to spring swap my Nixies to something a bit lighter. Anyone have any recs? If you want a bit lighter than Nixies, I would just go with like a 63.5 gram spring. But if you want just a light I guess switch in general, like lighter than even 63.5, maybe go with something like a 55 or a 58 or something like that. Bull said, for my favorite, I think people should try to get the acrylic add-on white if they can, because it really changes the sound. Otherwise, I like to mix match materials with the acrylic top, because then for plates, I like to use aluminum with a nice linear switch. Okay. So Bull recommends picking up the acrylic weight, which is an interesting recommendation. I love when designers only sell like one plate option because it's the best option. Like Elaine sells only aluminum Kohaku plates because it's already the best option. I see what you mean there, Crispy. Like, have confidence in your choice as a designer. However, I do feel like if it's a newer board and, you know, there's not a lot of like hype behind the product, typically you offer a few decisions. Elaine also sells carbon fiber. I'm not too sure what the Kohaku sells with. I can't remember. Hi, Zen.
I'm an up-and-coming streamer who seems to know things about keyboards. So I guess I'll subscribe or whatever.
What was that thing? Ham. Dude, thank you, Zen. Appreciate that, man. I'm up and coming for sure. I'm right behind Teja. I think the F1 8X only sells the alu plate. I swear there was more for the F1. Wasn't there like also a half plate and stuff like that too? Who? Who's Teja? Tehu? Damn! That man hasn't streamed for like 1 month and you guys have already forgot who he was? Remind me to never take a month off. Damn, dude. What's up, Lego? I'm up and coming every time I see... Okay, you know what? 1 month? Bro, has it been more? Gio, I actually... Has it been more than 1 month now? Got married and streamed 6 times since then. I guess so, huh? Love you, Alex. Thank you, clown. Appreciate that, man. It's a cool emoji. It's his 4th month break this year. Okay, you know what? You guys are right. You guys are right, dude. You guys are right. Never mind. I'll shut up. AB, thank you so much for the prime, man. Hey, I was on his streamer gap here. Oh, I'll shut up. I'll shut up. I guess you guys are right. Some say he's never truly recovered from the 360 no scope. Some say. What's the board giveaway today? A redemption. Okay. Sorry, I just want to make sure everything's pressed in nicely. Looks like we are good to start soldering. Let's warm up our iron.
God damn, dude.
Pocket, thank you so much, man. For 5 tier 1s, and looks like we hit the giveaway thing. So while the iron's warming up, let us run our giveaway. Let me go start that. Loyalty settings. Redemption. It's in green, so I haven't even, guys, I haven't put it in yet. Okay. Now it's in. Now you guys can spam. Thank you though, Pocket. Really appreciate it, man. Not testing the stabs. Okay. This is like the my way of doing stab checks. But as long as they move up and down when I do this, they're fine. I will say I recommend everyone normally check the stabilizers first as well as check the PCB, but for me it's a prototype stream, so whether the PCB works or not, plus I usually ask everyone who sends me boards to make sure the PCBs work before sending it to me. Typically, I think if you guys are at home doing this yourself, yeah, check your PCB, then make sure all the stabs actuate. But for me, I have a little hack, I guess, that I don't really need to check them. I'm confident enough with how I can install things that I hope there's nothing wrong with them. If some really odd thing happens, then yeah, that's on me. But yeah, normally, please check your stuff. I'm supposed to check my PCBs. For you, Elk One, I always check for you. I don't trust Elk. I don't trust Elk One anymore with PCBs. Okay, I'll check always for you, dude. Man says he never checked them once. So far, so good. So far, so good. What's the bottom? What bottom has that? This is a copper bottom on the Sonnet. Alright, let me start soldering this in. I need to loop switches. It may be time to. Well, if you're looping switches, good luck, my friend. Because I feel like lately that's all I've been doing, and it feels like an all-day affair. So it is an all-day thing. I built up static on a rug and shocked the PCB to make sure it's charged. I got nothing to say. What springs do I use on my Nixies? Depends. It really varies. I think typically I try to go for a 55 gram weight. Lately I've been really liking 53.5 gram 22 mil springs. It has been my choice as of late. Okay, you know what, Fried? My dad killed my Blue Yeti, shocking me with static from his slippers. He shocked me so bad it shut my monitor off for a second. Bro, Evo, 100%. Like, there's no way. I know there's no noise gate. There's never has been, though. Avo's dad 100% sat there, fucking rubbed his feet against the carpet, and went to go fuck up Avo's computer. That's what it was. It was intentional. That had to be intentional. There's no way one man can hold that much of a static shock. No way, dude. Dude, he did it all the time and snuck up with me playing CSGO. He thought it was hilarious. Told you, he's doing it on purpose. It just took it too far one day. You guys have a dad? Okay, you know what, guys? What is this stream today? Would 16mm be good on Nixies or no? Yeah, that'd be fine. It's all personal preference when it comes to spring weight. My recommendation, though, for a spacebar, though, is don't go super, like, 30-gram light for a spacebar, because it may not actuate. 12-gram sprit springs. I have never tried 12-gram switches, or springs. How would that even work on a spacebar? I don't think that would work. I buy cherry clip-ins now from Mouser, but if you're not buying in bulk, just get them from one of the local vendors. Probably would save you some money and having to scrounge around for wires and shipping and all that. 12 grams. Feel like I'd breathe on those and accidentally spam Twitch. I feel the same way as you there. I feel like those are too light at that point. Previously we had Chose as a mod. Did he disappear? I didn't ban him. Oh my god. I banned him by accident because he told me to check chat log or something and I clicked the wrong button. But I unbanned him 2 seconds afterwards. He just refuses to come back now. I didn't do it on purpose, man. I always thought I had a pretty weak fingies until I found out recently my switches were 80 grams. Oh, what were you using? It's okay. Right now we have Avo as a mod. Avo is an accidental mod that just got to keep mod status. I forgot to take mod off of him, and now he's just forever a mod. Chozo at home? Damn! I was using gear on Oil Kings, like how could I have not known? Oh yeah, Oil Kings have heavy springs. Is it 80 grams? I thought it was like 70 or something for Oil Kings. $80-gram bottom out is heavy. I keep going lower, but I'm at 50 and 22 mil. I think 50-22 is a good combo. That's as light as I'd like to get personally. I think Buildwing changed his name after TTS roasting him. Yes. Guys are too much, man. I love you guys, but oh my god. You're too much sometimes, and I love it. Have you played around with Franken switching? That was something I used to do a crap ton. However, these days there's not really a lot of reasons to do it. Oh, by the way, we'll draw the giveaway winner after we're done the board. So at the end of stream, okay? I feel like Franken switching these days, there's so many switch combinations out that it's bound to have what you want, but it's still fun to do. It's just, it's a very expensive thing to go down. Like, you'll spend a lot of money on getting a few switches done, and then you'll kind of be left over with parts that just you don't like, you know? So consider that before jumping down the Franken switching rabbit hole, I guess. It is a bit of a time sink and a money sink. You say that like keyboards aren't expensive? You know what? You're right. I'm not even going to deny it. I'll take accountability for being wrong there. Franken switching is usually done after the fact of having bought a bunch of switches you don't love. I know some people who do the exact opposite. They'll go out of their way to buy parts that they want to make and get something done like that and just experiment for funsies. Best opportunity to Franken switch if you have a bunch of switches you don't like. Yeah, I said the other person said too. That makes a lot of sense. Any extra spring even without? Sorry, what was the question? I have to admit, this PCB is soldering very, very cleanly. It feels very quality. Sometimes I find it's a little tough to get the things to flow, or the flow is bad on certain solder pads. This is nice. Very nice. Thoughts on the Pangea Mini so far? I would say so far, there is absolutely nothing that I can see that I can truly criticize as of right now. The only thing that we noticed that seemed to be a turnoff for a few people was you can't mil-max the PCB. But Bull said he's already going to ask the designer of the PCB guy, to make the holes a little bit bigger so people can do that with their solderable units. But it doesn't seem like there's a whole crap ton of immediate things that jump out in terms of negatives. I would say that this board is a very pretty looking keyboard. I really like all the options you can get with it. Price point, I think, is very fair. And I think for a mid-priced keyboard, so for something like a $275 to $350 price point keyboard, I think the options alone and having all these different ways to customize it is enough of a standout feature that I feel like it justifies where it's trying to sit at. If that makes sense. Yes, you don't get 6.25U, which we discussed as well. No 6.25U options. That could be a turnoff for your purchase. However, it was done intentionally with the mounting system and case screws in mind. So there is a, I guess, design reason behind it. But you're right. That is the other thing that we could say is objectively a negative about the keyboard, so to speak. That's kind of our sum up so far. Does anyone have any tips on how to make switches not have any spring ping? After I lube them, they still have a metallic-y after sound. Are you oiling the springs? And are they stock springs or aftermarket springs? Is my question to you. If they are stock springs, it could be bad springs. If they are aftermarket springs, they could be that you're just not lubing them enough. Or you could be over lubing them to where you're mistaking some sort of ping for actually like a just a lube or like a tacky kind of feel or sound. All right, look at this. Got it all put together. Very, very cool. Yeah, we tried some ZMK stuff, mostly from Canon keys. There's a reason why the JJW plate trays always have spring. Oh, God, yeah, I do tend to. I do tend to do that. Yeah. All right, what screws do we need for this? Some hex screws. Yeah, I don't even use the oils anymore for the springs. I just use a little bit of 205 on the top and the bottom, and then I'll actually swipe the brush through the middle of the spring a little bit too. So nice. Grainy, what's up, man? How you doing, dude? 20 months. Thank you. How is everything? I hope today's well. Pangea time? Absolutely. A little Pangea time today. I think it's this one. Nope, I was wrong. Is it hex or is it torque? I can't see. Oh no, it is hex. I just threw away my spring graveyard and it feels so freeing. Dude, I have a new one piling up. My new spring graveyard from yesterday, or 2 days ago. Yesterday I didn't, thank God I didn't have to loop any switches yesterday. Interesting flesh colored weights. If your flesh is starting to appear with this texture, I don't know if that's a good sign. In fact, you may not even have flesh at all. I would go see a doctor. I can't say I've ever seen flesh like this. 'Tis just a flesh wound? Maybe. My bad, gore colored? Yeah, you're good, dude. I'm just teasing. Here we go. So, here's the internals. Some interesting notes as well. If you guys remember the board from the other day, the Optica had angled screws as well. Little lesson, if Bull doesn't mind me droning on about this and not building his board right now. The Optica had angled screws that were actually done wrong on the board to the point where the structural pressure was actually being pushed against the bottom and pushing the frame out. So Bull, such a nice guy, he actually gave a lot of insight to how to correct the Optica, and that's why the Optica, on top of them also looking into it, has been basically not redesigned per se, but yeah, redesigned for the bottom there so it doesn't happen. The way Bull does this is a little different. So it structures by angling. As you can see, there's some angles over here, and this is where you screw it in. Yeah, so if you guys want to know why the Optica was bent because of the angled screws. It might have been bent at the factory and just we never noticed when it got shipped to us. But yeah, it was already bent. But this is done a little differently where the structural integrity isn't going to warp forward. It puts a lot of the pressure down opposed to forward, which is, I don't know, I thought that was interesting and I thought I'd share with you guys. Correct me if I'm wrong, Bull. I don't know if I'm speaking out of place here. I guess these are all extra screws, but I only need 2 screws for this, which I'm assuming are these 2. I thought Alex would be bent expert. Turns out Bull's the bent expert. That's so interesting that the screws could warp the board. Yeah, so the way, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Bull, but the Optica didn't have these kind of angled plates on them, if you want to call them that. They didn't have these like angles on them. They just had, it was flush and the thing would screw in down into it. So these help drive the force downwards as far as I kind of understood the diagrams. And it gives it a more rigid bottom. So this is a very, very well done design. And I think stuff like this, we don't get to talk about too often because sometimes stuff like that is kind of a designer that has made the option there, and then we don't really ever get to see that. But I think it's good info to kind of look at in case anyone else designs their own keyboard in the future and wants to avoid problems like this, and just to applaud Bull for, you know, having some sort of correction here. Before we screw in this here, we see some other internal things like little force break silicone pieces over here, which Bull's been doing in a number of his keyboards, and I really like these. So, also kind of acts as an alignment system as well, which is really cool. And you can see they'll just align into these little bowls. No pun intended. So really cool. It's force break-ish. Not really, but force break-ish, as well as an alignment system. And it's non-intrusive. It won't ping or anything either because it has some silicone. It's not just like another piece of metal that slots into it. You know? Use this too. Alright, so let's put this together. Does it sit this way? It does. Is this a different bit? It is. Okay. All right, all right. I think these are the wrong screws. Which screws am I supposed to use? Where is the baggie here?
How convenient. Alex suddenly has an excuse for the bent Optimo after spending days talking to his PR rep Bowl. Totally wasn't him, guys.
It wasn't me. Oh my god, dude. I think it's these silver screws that are supposed to go in here. Actually, it's not. Bull, what screws am I using? These ones? Is it this one here? The really, really big screws for the daughter board? Oh, it is. The flathead ones. Okay. I am not used to seeing this big of a screw for a daughter board. It wasn't me, dude. Hydrate, thank you so much, man. Alright, let's put this away. Now, Bull, is there a difference between these cables? Am I supposed to use one or the other here? One's flat and one's just like the standard kind of mustard, and actually there's no mustard on this. I think one's a bit longer. Oh, are they different lengths? Oh yes, this is a bit longer. Actually, you know what? We should be fine. They both work fine? Yeah, okay. I'm assuming just some prototype stuff here. Let's put these all back. And let's start putting in our gaskets. Now, we're going to use all the gaskets for now, and if we feel the need to take some out and kind of play with these, we have the option to do so. But let's adhere some gaskets. So some other fun knowledge I guess I can impart to you guys too. To me, there is a bit of a difference in sound and feel when it comes to poron gaskets versus silicone gaskets. I wouldn't say there's one that I like. Maybe I sort of prefer poron a little bit, so using these foam gaskets. However, I will say there's a bit more of a convenience factor to using like a jacket or a sleeve for your gaskets. But I will say I kind of do prefer the way the poron sounds. I harassed Alex. Oh, it's the VIP. Did you harass me? I don't even remember. Big difference in sound IMO? Yeah, I typically find the silicone to be a slightly more bassy, while I find the poron to be a bit more mid-elevated as well as higher pitched. In a good way, by the way. Like, you get some good tonality out of it, right? Yeah, I'm going to use them all for now, and if we really want to, we're just going to take them out. But I'll leave them all for now. I'm going to do it as Bull has put it on the keyboard here. And then we can just readjust as needed. No gaskets under spacebar. Well, we have tabs under the spacebar, so for now, we're going to leave it. And then if we want, we can take them out. Bull, are you cool with that, by the way? It's way too flexy without it, IMO. Yeah, and like we explained at the beginning, this is not just a typical, tab that's sitting on the plate. This is a bit more isolated in that sense. So this is going to have a relief cut, and then it's another sort of leaf spring kind of add-on over here. So we shouldn't have just this effect of it feeling really, really stiff, right? Think Kohaku. Kohaku's a really good example. Think a lot of boards that use a more well-designed plate that can get away with putting things underneath the spacebar. Very based board. Very based bowl. My only little thing here, which I might recommend to you guys afterwards, I'm not going to do it on the prototype unit. My only small thing, and I want you guys to be very well aware of this, is I would probably personally put the gaskets on the plate. The reason I would probably put it on the plate, for an aesthetic standpoint, is because you might see some of the adhesive through the acrylic. That is the only thing. However, I'm going to put it on the acrylic here just because I want the ability to change this out, and if I want to in the future use a different plate or something, there's also that you need to think about. But from an aesthetic standpoint, yeah, I do feel like it'd be better on the plate itself. I don't think that should impact anything, but how that would work. So nice.
Clownfish_og gifted a tier 1 sub to Bowl-Based Fish. They have given 147 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you, Clown. Hopefully Bowl throws in an extra set of gaskets. I think there's going to be an extra 4 gaskets here. I don't know if this will also be in... Oh, extra gaskets in each kit. There you guys go. Bowl is indeed throwing in some extra gaskets. That one gasket is Cricket. Which one? This one? I'll go in and fix it. Is it really bothering you guys that 1 and 2 gaskets is not 100% straight right now? Here, you know what? Just because you guys are getting on my ass about this. 2 based? Doesn't matter. I'm not going to fix it. Never mind. I'll close my eyes. Yeah, just close your eyes, guys. It's okay. Not a big deal. In fact, take off all the gaskets. Huh? Excuse me? Now, I don't think we'll need to tune these stabilizers, but we'll see. Let's try to get this in the cable channel as best as we possibly can here. Also, guys, with leaf springs, just be careful with leaf springs. If they tend to, if you see them like bending inwards or outwards, you can kind of just readjust them with your hands, but just be careful adjusting them as well. Be careful with the backspace. Oh goodness. I think we should be fine. It's far enough away. If you guys see the gasket protruding outside of the case, then you probably put it in wrong in this case, because these do have a lot of room to make sure that you put them in correctly. It's a nice full backspace, ain't it? Oh, what's going on here? The red frame on this, now that all the pieces are kind of put together here, the red frame is kind of going hard, dude. Here. The red frame is looking sweet on this. I don't know if we go with red keycaps. I think maybe I do just all black. I don't know. Like, what is the play here? I don't know if I want to do X-ray on this, because I feel like X-ray is a bit too white. Zedpon. Oh, Zedpon could be interesting. I was also thinking red Cyrillic on this as well. I think Crimson Cadet would be too much. Don't you guys think? I don't have red alert. Beige? We could do something beige. Something beige could also complement this really well too. I'm actually down to do something beige. Trust me, I'm a red board enthusiast. What did you say, Elquan? What was your choice here? Here, I'll just put it to vote. I'm thinking we just pick between 3 sets. Hold on, let me switch here. Let's do /poll keycaps. We'll do red. I'm just gonna call it red C for red Cyrillic. We'll do we'll just do a beige set. Is beige B-I-E? Oh god, I don't know how to spell beige. And then we'll do a what's another choice we could pick here? Crimson Cadet for you guys. I really do think red Cyrillic would be the best choice, but I mean, you guys pick. I'm not. I'm not going to sway you guys to go one way or the other. So, Bull, quick thing that I want to point out a little bit to this while we're voting for keycaps. There is a little bit of play here with the case. Is this just me needing to screw it down a little bit more? Before I jump to conclusions here? It is me? Okay, let's screw it down a little bit more then. Oh, you're right. Okay. I was just a little bit afraid to screw it down a little bit more because I felt some pressure about it. Push down with your hands. Okay. Let me unscrew it and then just re-put this in here because it's being a little weird, this one screw. I got you. Okay. Yeah, now it's perfect. Nothing anymore. I think what was happening, Bull, is something on the threading for the screw is just getting stuck. Perfect. Red Cyrillic is winning? Let's go, dude. That, honestly, I feel like is a good choice. I think we're going to like Red Cyrillic on this. I wish that was me. Alex is pushing down. Huh? Push me down? What? All right, let me go get Red Cyrillic. Kind of getting freaky here in chat. What the heck? Red Cyrillic. Do I have that in my case? Where did I stick? I feel like I have Red Cyrillic. I know I have Red Cyrillic on, but I don't remember if I put the... Put that in a thing here. No, I'm not too sure. I got it. Under that, you went past it? Okay, guys. Listen here, guys. I couldn't even read that to be confused, okay? I don't remember how these were done. Was this one here pad printed? I can't remember how Red Cyrillic was done. I'm pretty positive it was pad printing. Hand painted in the factory. There you go. Or UV printed. Yeah, my mistake. These are UV printed for this particular one. I know because I was there. Well, there you guys go. You know, I'm pretty positive UV printing can be worn off, but I don't know the longevity. I saw the letter E on it, okay? And I got confused. Technically, there's an E on this. Whatever, man. Sorry, I was answering a question, you know? Actually bamboozled. Close enough, dude, for real. Close enough, dude. How do you even work with GMK for a set? Post designs and keycap and hope they email you? No, you would, I mean, I think the proper way to do it is you make a design. If there's enough interest engaged in your design, you can maybe show a vendor, or maybe a vendor will take notice. Someone who works with GMK, and then you get them to basically help you finalize the design, finalize packaging, help you market it some more, and then hopefully they can help you get in contact with GMK, or they're going to get in contact with GMK to get these things made, and then hopefully run your set. There's obviously other ways you can do this. You can just literally pay in full the GMK for an MOQ, I'm pretty positive. I'm not too sure if they're accepting things like that, but I'm sure you could if you can talk to them and get a hold of them. What happened with the control here? But, yeah, I think it just really depends on what you're trying to do. Yes, I think this set actually looks so good with the red, guys. See, I was right. Can we give it up to Elkwon for being right? You think Novel Keys would be interested in running a GMK set that's just red on red? You can't even see the legends. So do you just mean a blank red set? How come GMK Dracula wasn't considered for this board? Dracula has a bit of blue in it. Dracula is not a neutral... It's not a neutral gray. If I'm remembering Dracula correctly, it has a smidge of blue. So it's more on the cool side, I'd say. And I don't think it would go good with like the already warm accent color that we have for this. Do you think Novel Keys would run GMK High-Vis? Joke's on you. They already did. Yeah, Dracula does look good on anything that's a bit more cooler colored or like purple. I agree. Please tell me you're taking pics of this. Absolutely. I will probably take photos of this tomorrow, to be honest. This looks so good. This looks so good with this set, guys. The red accent, you know what's crazy is I personally, this is out of my comfort zone for colors, right? Like I would have never ordered this. I would have picked something super neutral. This is crazy cool with the red and then black keycaps and the frosted acrylic on the edges here. Damn. Any news when the split board will be back up? Manoli is working on re-editing it because he is literally out of town and doesn't have access to his other file. So he's just re-editing it right now. So unfortunately, probably not anytime today, but maybe tomorrow. Maybe. Sorry if anyone was actually wanting to watch that video. I just didn't feel like dealing with YouTube's stupidity on that. Now I need function. Damn. Bull, what do you think? Does it look good? This looks sweet. I'm trying to see what it looks like on the cork too. I feel like the frame's getting kind of lost in the desk pad here. This does look super nice. Wow. Nah, dude, this is sweet. This is so sweet looking. There's a little silver... Oh, it's just a piece of fluff, probably from this. That looks super nice, though. Holy. Here's how the bottom looks. All right, shall we see what this sounds like? Two-based. It is quite pretty. Move this off to this side as well. All right. So we have Gatoron Milky Pros. We have an aluminum plate, and we have all the gaskets in this. No foam, no nothing else. This is the acrylic top with a silver bottom and a brass weight in this. Shall we see what this sounds like now? Damn. I would personally film the spacebar here and just maybe lube it a little bit heavier. Just the spacebar. So I can bring it to the same tonality as the rest of the board. But like, that is an extremely clean sounding spacebar. It's not fatiguing. You don't have to worry about removing the gaskets here. I probably wouldn't bother. This is still quite a soft spacebar. You're live, so you are filming it? Okay. Here's the alphas. One more time for you guys. Really? I love these alphas. I think I was telling you guys the other day, I'm starting to appreciate where it still has that nice, like, top out. But this just has that overall kind of deeper sound signature. Yeah, to bring this in line with everything else, I would probably, again, just add a bit more lube to the spacebar or something. Or just swap it out for a different key. Because I do feel like, as good as this sound on its own, I personally, and again, you can change switches. I would want to change this switch. But this is good to see that it has the potential to get to this tonality. Because that sounds really good on its own. I actually really like these alphas. A lot. Like, these are very clean no matter where we're typing here. All the modifiers sound good, man. Actually, you know what? Maybe I leave this spacebar. It's kind of growing on me now. Wow. I mean, that's really cool. This sounds great. It looks really good fully built too. Now that you can kind of see some of the gaskets in place and all that. Look at that with the acrylic. Kind of a window into the keyboard. You can see that top accent frame as well. There's the gaskets sitting there. That does look good. Look at that. Damn. I don't think there's anything I would swap out on this. There is, again, with maybe the minor things we've mentioned about the PCB, which we can't even ask for a change there. But other than the Mil-Max sockets, being the PCB, being Bull's going to ask the designer to make the holes a little bit bigger there so we can actually put sockets in if we want to Mil-Max this. But, yeah, this is a good sounding board. The tonality's there of everything. It has the perfect, if you're looking for, I think, a 60% that's going to go a little bit more on the deep sounding side of things. Maybe it's just this combination, but I think this combo is hitting with that. Because I have seen these particular switches get a lot brighter in certain keyboards. But I think from a sound perspective, this is bringing all the good sounds you want out of the mids. And then I'd say a pretty healthy balance of both the top end and the low end of the sound spectrum there. Feels good too, by the way. Feels really, really comfortable. It's not overly soft. I would say it leans a little bit more to a firm typing experience. However, all the vibration, all the, nastiness, which some people like the vibration of a keyboard, but you're not. It's well isolated. You're not feeling any of that. Is it overly soft? Not really. Nothing really flexing or anything, which is, again, not really what gaskets are supposed to do, but some people consider that to be a byproduct of them. But this sounds great. When am I going to launch an article of this? Do I need to write an article of this? Do you guys want an article of this? Like a long format review of this with more close-up photos? Thing is, I don't really have a lot to say and criticize about this. But if you guys want, I can write a long format article about it. I feel like it's just going to be a lot of appreciation, and maybe I can even just ask Bull some questions. So maybe I can get his perspective on how he designed it. But from your top switches and boards? Oh, that's coming up. I was supposed to do it over the weekend, but we just had some stuff happen that I need to take care of. Some very personal stuff. So it hasn't really come to fruition this week. But this week for sure. I don't have the full size anymore to take photos of, so... Damn though, this is nice. It's called the Mini, not every size okay. Crazy size is called the Mini. Oh gosh, dude. But yeah, that would be nice. Okay, maybe we'll do this for this. Can you pass the board on to me so I can review it as well? You got it, dude. Bull, I have nothing negative to say about this. Price point's fair, sounds really good, feels good. I like the front height of the board. Typing angle feels good too. It was a little bit... I mean, I've used 8.5 degree before. Feels fine. And there's nothing here that I think is game breaking. I think this is nice. It's up for group by now. It's supposed to be tomorrow, but Bull decided to make it a day early and made me look silly in the beginning of the stream by saying it was tomorrow. But it's now. And then I think maybe for other vendors, probably sometime this week whenever they throw it up. I'm sorry, Alex. It's okay, Bull. And it's going to be fulfilling in 6 to 7 months. Stop typing, please. I need to stop myself from buying this. Oh, my bad. All right, let's do the giveaway unit as well. Let's draw the redemption. Let's see who wins that. Let us see who wins redemption. All right, I'm going to close the giveaway in 15 seconds. Home run on this IMO. Definitely going to be grabbing this. This is truly... This is one of the few boards, I think, that we've gotten in that hasn't just been like a for fun project. That I can confidently sit here and tell you there is very little things that would be concerning to me about this board, or just like from a what would I change standpoint. The only thing that if Bull can somehow reimagine, which again, I don't think it's possible with the current layout, is just getting a 6.25U in there for people who want a 6.25U spacebar. Obviously not for Win Keyless or the HHKB style, but that would be it. And even that, I think, is a smaller ask in the grand scheme of things here. I think this is a fantastic project. I think it's really, really good. All right, I'm going to close the giveaway now, and let's see who wins. Corgi, Sugo Corgi, congratulations. Sugo, is Sugo there? Oh my God, there he is. What's up, man? Dude, congrats, Corgi. All right, let me write you down on the winner list here. Congrats. Christmas Miracle. Ah, dude. Congratulations. Let's put redemption. We'll put green. Oops. These are keybinds for stuff. Oh my God, what am I doing? There we go. Congrats, Corgi. Oh, here we go.
Corgi hates their Napoleonic era ancestors. Their French baguette was destroyed by a Canadian man, leading a stampede of frenzied mooses, screaming screw heisting bowl-branded bowls. The new plan is to kidnap the most adorable creature in the world, CJ the cat. Corgi abandoned them to win a keyboard.
Is this a new meme I'm not aware of? All right. Corgi, can you DM me? And I will send you the form. I'm probably going to be sending out forms later tonight. Oh, here is the back of the keyboard one more time to show you guys. It looks good. The curves are cool on this board too. It's interesting, right? Because it's not just like a flush curve, if you guys kind of want to see this even from different lighting perspectives. It does have a bit of an angle that it stops at here, but only from certain lighting. And it kind of gives this almost, I don't know. I like this about the Pangea as well. I don't know what to call this effect at all. It makes it look more round around the sides over here, almost like it has like a I don't know, a separate like pipe or something there. I don't know what you would call this. It's kind of cool. Looks like a blender bevel, kinda, I guess. Yeah, kind of looks like something you'd see in like a program like that. It's almost like what feels like an optical illusion, because this disappears on certain lights, right? Like here it disappears and now it's all curved. But then you come over here and suddenly you can kind of see this bevel. Can we see what Corgi won? Corgi won this guy today. This is what Corgi won. Damn, it's pretty heavy actually. I forget what's in there. Damn. Yeah, Corgi won a pretty nice looking keyboard. Compliment Manic Geek? Manic. Dude, I just want to say, Manic, first of all, you guys haven't checked out Manic Geek's channel. Manic has been doing some absolutely amazing keyboard streams and just killing it with good info and stuff like that. I want to say that I'm proud, man. I'm proud that you're sticking with it. You probably don't need me telling you that, but I'm happy you're in the community. Is Manic still live? Is Manic live right now? That is a great question. No. He just raided a few minutes ago. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. That is my mistake then. Sorry, I think I got distracted with things. Manic, thank you so much. If you guys haven't followed Manic, by the way, please go follow Manic. But absolutely doing amazing work in the keyboard hobby as well, dude. I was in the middle of a giveaway. Yeah, probably my brain didn't register it then. I probably heard sounds and it wasn't the right thing. Sorry, Manic. But yeah, if you guys haven't, man, Manic's been doing some killer work though, dude. Absolute killer work in the keyboard hobby. Lost in the flood of ticket requests? Yeah. Probably. Chat, I think Alex is ignoring me. I'm not ignoring you. Oh, we were supposed to give away your board today. That's right. It's okay. We'll do it tomorrow. I'm doing tons of streams. Honestly, I'm not using this as an excuse. It has just been a chaotic weekend. It's been a really chaotic weekend. We've been doing some personal stuff, and jeez, dude, you know when you're going through personal things, you're just like, time just like fucking escapes you. That's basically all weekend. But it is what it is, I guess. We're all good though, if you guys are wondering. Big true. Ball spin? Can't do a ball spin right now. Can I upgrade you to a pen pop? I can't do a ball spin right now, man. I'll upgrade you to a pen pop. If that's cool. I don't have the capacity to do that at the moment. Were you guys fighting? No, we're not fighting at all. There's no fighting at all. The springs are blocking everything. Yeah. Sounds good. Just wanted to answer. Oh, yeah. Take care. Way too lucky. I'll send you a DM afterwards. This is from CW&T. It's a pretty nice pen. They have some pretty cool one-off products and stuff like, not one-off, but just some pretty interesting products at CW&T. But yeah, pretty much that's it, guys. That's pretty much the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. Bull, fantastic keyboard. Absolutely fantastic keyboard. Love this project. I will admit, as much as I love the Pangea full size, I feel like this design better translates on the 60. As weird as that may sound, but I don't know. I'm just getting a better vibe of it off the 60%. Not that the Pangea full size was any bad keyboard. I just like it better on the 60. Catch you later, Manic. Let's go find someone to raid. Full size was better? I don't know why. I like it better on the 60. Personal preference, maybe. Personal preference. Now to find someone who's actually building keyboards, which I don't think anyone is. Let's just go raid Apries. We're gonna go raid our friend Apries. Love this guy. One time me and Apries went for burgers when he was in Toronto. He's a Apex player and also just a general good dude, bro. Didn't you get the memo? You don't get to have your own opinions. You're a streamer. I read that backwards, but it's okay. It made more sense that way. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Bull tier list. Can we do a tier list afterwards? I actually have to get going here in like 30 minutes, and I don't want to be late for something we have to do. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you coming through the stream today. I hope everyone has a good rest of their Sunday. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're literally streaming, I think, every day next week. It's a busy week, but I hope we have more fun. All right? It's just going to be chill. We're doing more giveaways. If you guys want somewhere to hang out for the holidays, that's all this is going to be this week. It's going to be super chill. Love you guys. See you guys very soon. Take care, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody. See ya.